Hello, my name is Manus Clark, and I use he, him, his pronouns, and I'm running for re-election to the Roseville Area School Board. I want to thank you for taking the time to view this video and to learn about the candidates who are interested in representing you on the Roseville Area School Board. I also want to thank NineNorth for allowing the candidates the opportunity to do these videos so you have a chance to learn about us. Who am I? I've been a resident of the district for 17 years. I have a son who attends Roseville Area High School and also attended Roseville Area Middle School and Brimhall Elementary School. I've worked at the University of Minnesota for the past 26 years, and I understand public education and the structure associated with board and working in concert with district leadership for the betterment of all those involved. I have been a lifelong advocate of public education and have extensive background in business operations, IT, and student development. I've owned a small business for 25 years. Since January of 2022, I've had the opportunity to serve on the Roseville Area School Board and have been treasurer since January 2024. In addition to spending time in our schools, I've had the opportunity to represent the board on several committees, including but not limited to the Finance Advisory Committee, Community Education Advisory Committee, Special Education Advisory Committee, and the Community Advisory Committee, and I've had the opportunity to participate in the development of the district's strategic plan. My platform is simple: to support students, their families, and the staff in the district who help students grow, learn, and achieve. I will highlight 3 areas today, but by no means those are the only 3 areas I believe are important. The first is special education. This is one of the initial reasons I ran for the school board and one of my top passion areas. One of my top priorities is ensuring students with IEPs and specialized support needs receive the resources they deserve. I plan to continue to be a strong advocate for special education. Since I joined the board, I've been able to represent us on Northeast Metro Intermediate School District 916, which amongst many services works with our students who receive Setting 4 services. The second area I will highlight is equity and inclusion. Before joining the board, I was a member of the Maplewood Multicultural Advisory Committee. The goal of the committee is to foster positive relationships between the police and the public. It addresses social justice and inequity through positive and honest dialogue. I believe we must continue to have values that welcome everyone in our district, no matter race, religion, sexual orientation, languages they speak, or where they're from. Our district is more than 60% non-white. I think it is important to continue to develop plans to increase the staff both inside and outside the classroom that supports our students. It is important for students to feel a sense of belonging and to see people who look like them in teacher roles, administrator roles, and support roles. As our students move through our schools and graduate, we need to prepare them to succeed not only in their careers, but in building meaningful relationships with people from different backgrounds, experiences, identities, and abilities. As our community continues to grow and evolve, I believe I can be a voice that represents and supports every part of our community. The third area is fiscal responsibility. Fiscal responsibility is the key to any organization's success. Our community members entrust the board and district administration with managing and allocating funds to accomplish the district priorities. I've had the opportunity to serve as board treasurer since 2024, and I'm proud that we are in a good financial position. We are committed to our strategic priorities, guiding our spending. We are transparent with our community and appreciate their input on our priorities. I believe there's no better financial investment than that of our students, staff, and community members. Why re-elect me? I have experience on the school board and will provide continuity and thoughtful governance. I strongly believe in listening to our community. This includes our families, our community members, staff at all levels, and our students. I always intend to be a strong supporter of public education. I'm committed to student success. Academic achievement for all students and closing the opportunity gap is a priority for me. I am committed to support updates to our safety and security initiatives. I believe in a joint vision for the board and district leadership to accomplish the goals that are best interests of the district. I am used to dealing with the unexpected and making decisions that affect others. I'm a strategic thinker who collects facts, so I'm able to make an informed decision. Thank you for taking the time to listen to me, and if you're able, I would love for you to vote in this November election. To learn more about me, please visit my website at www.mannix4rosevilleschoolboard.com. Thank you very much, and please re-elect Manus Clark.
Hello, everyone. My name is Heather Cleveland, and I am honored to be a candidate for Roseville Area School Board. I'm not just here as a candidate. I am a neighbor, an advocate for inclusive education, and a proud mom of 2 neurodivergent children, an immigrant, and a first-generation college graduate. My journey has been shaped by the belief that every student deserves a classroom where they feel seen, supported, and empowered to thrive. I was born in a border town in Mexico, raised by parents who taught me the value of education and resilience. At the age of 12, my family moved to Minnesota. I didn't speak English then, and I spent many years as an English language learner in a new environment, feeling different. But education gave me a way forward. It gave me a voice. I went on to earn a bachelor's degree from the University of Minnesota and later a master's in public affairs and human rights. For over 15 years, I've worked at the U of M and dedicated my career in helping students find belonging and success. Since 2018, my family has called Roseville our home. It's where my family found a community of educators who have embraced our children and saw our kids not just for their needs, but for their strengths. If elected, I will bring that lived experience to the board. My priorities are clear: equity and inclusion for all. Every student, regardless of race, gender identity, ability, or background, deserves a high-quality education. Support for educators and students. I will fight for strong special education services, mental health resources, and the tools our teachers need to succeed. Community-driven leadership. I will ensure families and students have a real voice in shaping our schools. I know what it feels like to be the student who doesn't fit the mold. I know what it means to be a parent searching for answers. And I know what's possible when we build schools that embrace every learner. So again, I am Heather Cleveland, and I humbly ask for your vote. Together, let's build a community where every student and every family has the right to thrive. Thank you. Hola, soy Heather Cleveland, y es un honor para mí ser candidata de la Junta Escolar de Área de Roseville. Soy madre orgullosa de 2 hijos con autismo. Soy inmigrante y soy la primera en mi familia en graduarme de la universidad. Mi camino ha sido guiado por la convicción de que cada estudiante merece una educación donde se sientan apoyados y listos para prosperar. Nací en una ciudad fronteriza de México, en un hogar donde mis padres me enseñaron el poder de educación y el valor del trabajo duro. A los 12 años, mi familia se mudó a Minnesota. No hablaba inglés entonces y pasé varios años como estudiante de inglés como segundo idioma, sintiéndome diferente y sintiéndome excluida. Pero la educación me dio mi confianza y me dio mi voz. Estudié en la Universidad de Minnesota y luego obtuve mi maestría en Asuntos Públicos y Derechos Humanos. Tengo más de 15 años trabajando en esa misma universidad, donde me he dedicado mi carrera a apoyar estudiantes a encontrar pertenencia y éxito académico. Desde el 2018, Roseville ha sido nuestro hogar. Aquí mi familia encontró una comunidad de educadores que han apoyado a nuestros hijos en su camino con el autismo. Maestros que ven las fortalezas de nuestros hijos, no solo sus necesidades. Si elegida, mis prioridades serán equidad e inclusión para todos. Defenderé los derechos y el bienestar de cada estudiante sin importar su raza, habilidad o ciudadanía. Apoyo para educadores y estudiantes. Lucharé por los servicios de educación especial, recursos de salud mental y las herramientas para nuestros maestros que puedan prosperar. Liderazgo con participación comunitaria. Me aseguraré de que las familias y los estudiantes tengan una voz real en las decisiones que afectan nuestras escuelas. Sé lo que se siente ser una estudiante con diferencias. Sé lo que significa ser una madre que busca respuestas. Y sé lo que puede ser posible cuando construimos escuelas que apoyan a cada estudiante. Una vez más, soy Heather Cleveland y espero contar con su voto en las próximas elecciones. Muchas gracias.
Hello, my name is Carl Crump. I'm running for the Roseville School Board. My concerns are the new $60 million property tax levy. That's $6 million for 10 years. The schools have a bathroom problem. And let's make sure that boys are in boys' bathrooms and girls are in girls' bathrooms. Regarding the $60 million property tax levy, I found some information on the school's website. And you can go there and you can look and you can send in questions. Where are your levy dollars going to go? They're going to go to building safety and security. That seems like a good thing. They're going to go to student learning. Good. Cybersecurity, infrastructure, and communication. Good. But it's $60 million. That's $6 million for 10 years, every year. That seems like a lot of money. They are having a couple of community information meetings that you can attend and you can ask questions. The first one is on September 30th, and that's at the Roseville High School. The second one is on October 6th, and that is at Fairview. Both of them are at 6:30. I encourage you to go and ask questions, and also go to the website. You can ask questions through the website as well. The second item of my concern is the high school's bathroom problem. In November of 2023, there was a community meeting called by the high school, and it was called because there were 3 guns found on the school property. But what happened at this meeting is that about a dozen students stood up and went to the microphone, one by one, and they said they were afraid to use the bathrooms. So they didn't use the bathroom all day. Some were crying, and they were all afraid. The bathroom is where the kids are hanging out when they're skipping class. And they have the kids that want to use the bathroom afraid. The kids can't turn them in because then they know who turned them in. The meeting was in November of 2023. I haven't heard anything as to how the problem has been addressed, and I don't think it has been. Thirdly, let's make sure that the boys use the boys' bathroom, the girls use the girls' bathroom, the boys play in boys' sports, and the girls play in girls' sports. I encourage you to go to the community information meeting and ask questions about the $60 million property tax levy. It's a lot of money. You deserve to know, to have your questions answered. Go to Roseville High School on September 30th, and the other meeting is at Fairview at October 6th. And then go vote on November 4th. My name is Carl Crump, and I would appreciate your vote. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Michelle Morse-Wendt, and I am running for Roseville Area School Board. My roots in Roseville run deep. My grandparents first settled in Roseville 70 years ago. My grandfather, Howard Johnson, was a Roseville police officer and gave his life in the line of duty in service to this community. He's now honored with Howard Johnson Park next to the police station. My mother and her siblings grew up in Roseville. My parents were married in Roseville. And while I was raised in nearby Shoreview, I spent much of my youth in Roseville, either with my grandmother or working at the Rosedale Mall. My wife and I moved to from St. Paul to Roseville in 2018 because our son was open enrolling at Brimhall Elementary, and we fell in love with the district. Now both of our children are in the district. My son is an 8th grader at Rams, and my daughter is a 3rd grader at Brimhall. I'm running for school board because I am a teacher. I teach 4th grade in the neighboring Mountains View School District. I went into education because I believe education to be the great equalizer, so that regardless of your background or identity, you should have a path to success. Everyone benefits from strong public schools. Strong public schools are linked to better health outcomes, lower crime rates, lower dependence on government assistance, as well as increased innovation and problem solving. A society living out those ideals is a society that I want to live in, and I know that all begins with a quality education from a quality public school system. I want to do everything I can to support and advocate for our school system to continue to move toward that ideal. The job of a school board member is to represent the interests of all the citizens and students. As a firm believer in and teacher of representative democracy, I think it's important for our elected leaders to hear all voices and take into consideration all viewpoints when making a decision. As your elected school board member, that is what I intend to do. My core belief is that all people want to succeed, and when they have the tools to do so, they will. I will support policies that equip all teachers and students to be successful. But what does that mean exactly? We all have basic needs that need to be met, and all of these play a role in reaching our full potential. Some of these needs can't be met by schools alone, but schools and society should be working together to meet these needs. They include, among other things, food, water, warmth, safety, security, physical and mental health and well-being, protection from harm, belonging, respect, recognition, dignity, and a sense of achievement. Some like to paint schools as solely buildings to teach reading, writing, and math. But as a lifelong educator, I know that it is only when all of those basic needs are met that we can foster a conducive learning environment where students can focus on their desire for knowledge, understanding, curiosity, and meaning. School policies that ensure that students have access to nutritious food, hydration, safety, security, health services, a sense of belonging, dignity, and a wide variety of avenues to provide a sense of achievement must be prioritized equally alongside academic learning. Meeting all of these needs in an equitable manner for all students is a means to an end, and that end is academic excellence. Academic excellence means that graduates are college and career ready and students show proficiency on grade level standards. To achieve it, we need both quality educators and curriculum, as well as a healthy, safe, equitable, and respectful learning environment. As a school board member, my priorities will be to work with my colleagues to be the voice of the citizens and students in the Roseville Area School District, to advocate for and support policies that ensure a healthy, safe, equitable, and respectful learning environment, as well as a sense of belonging for each student in our school community. To advocate for and support strategies, curriculums, and programs that ensure that our graduates are college and career ready and proficient in core subject areas. To support teachers and listen to what they need to meet the needs of our students. And to make sure we are financially secure and that our limited resources are put to use in a way that maximizes return on investment. I am continually impressed by the knowledge, the skill, the talent, and the commitment Roseville teachers and staff lead with, and want to ensure that Roseville continues to attract the best of the best. We would choose Roseville again and again, and I hope you'll choose me, the teacher, to represent you.